Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Morning.
We're probably muted. I don't know.
You're not right now. Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
That's okay. That's okay.
So we're going to do things a little differently this morning, and we've been practicing that unknowingly. That was our trick for you this morning. Yeah, we're good at that. So I have people listed in order here, and I think I have everybody. Check to see if you're there, and if you're not, say something now.
It's Rick. Oh, Rick.
All right. So we just want to go through and have everybody say good morning or hello or anything you want as a greeting. Karen, we'll start with you.
Good morning, everyone. It's so nice to see so many of you on these kinds of Sundays near holidays. We never know if anybody will show up. So it's great to see and hear from all of you.
And hello to everybody. Thanks for being here.
Hello, hello. I typically am behind the scenes, but good morning. And you get to hear me this morning.
All right.
Good morning, everybody. I'm very grateful to be here, and blessings to all of you.
Good morning from Peggy too. I'm really glad to be with all of you too this morning. It feels good. It feels important to connect this way.
Good morning.
Melissa.
Yes,
She's doing it without video.
Oh,
my video is not working correctly.
You want me to go next?
Yep.
Yeah, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Mhm.
Oh, it's just good to see everybody and to see your faces. I so appreciate Amy and Karen, our organizers, and of course Alex for making this, and Jody for making this happen. It's good to see you, Cynthia. I wish I could see Kirsten though. She went. Rick?
Good morning. Nice to see you all.
Rick.
There he is.
Yeah. Rick.
Morning, everybody. I agree with whatever everybody has said so far. Really good to see you, and I'm grateful for the technology that allows us to be together in this way.
Good morning. Barb? That's it. I just said good morning.
Good morning. I guess I'm next. This is Corrine. I am grateful for the vaccine that's coming out, and I've decided I'm going to be first in line as soon as it's available to me.
No, she isn't. It's Rich. I can run faster. So anyway, good to see you all. It's Mike, right there.
It's really great to see all of you. I think it's really you out there. I'm starting to think it really is on this Zoom kind of stuff.
Great.
Good morning. It's good to be here. I'm glad we have one way to connect at least for now.
Good morning, everybody. It's really good to see everybody, especially those we haven't seen in a long time. Cynthia, hi.
Hi, thank you.
Morning, everybody.
Hi, Dave.
Perfect. Thanks for saying something. I just want to again welcome you to our service today. This is going to be a little bit different, and I hope that we can walk through the differences today together. At this moment, I am going to No, you know what? Leave your mics on. We're going to do a couple pieces and then we're going to get to another sharing piece. So we might as well just keep mics on for now. Thanks. Oh, I think I stole Karen's slide. Can we go back one slide? Totally my fault.
Okay.
Karen, this is all you.
Not a problem. I'll just add the welcome that Amy has already so graciously offered us. And our invitation this morning is to share gratitude and our connection, and do that in some new ways as we connect with ourselves, with each other on Zoom, and find some ways to express our gratitude. So we're trying a number of new things. So thank you for coming, and thank you in advance for traveling with us to hopefully some new territory.
And let's read together our unison affirmation of covenant and mission. Our covenant is to be a loving, joyful community that nurtures spiritual growth, promotes compassion, social responsibility, and service in an atmosphere of mutual respect. Our mission is to be a faith community devoted to love and respect, reason, and justice. And as we light our candles together, let's read our chalice lighting for this morning. May the light we now kindle inspire us to use our powers to heal and not to harm, to help and not hinder, to bless and not curse, to serve you, Spirit of life. Thank you. Now's the time in our service where we offer up any joys or sorrows that we have. And I'm just going to let whoever feels free or feels interested in speaking start us out this morning.
Could I start?
Yep.
I just got out of the hospital having my gallbladder out.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
So
Wow.
it was trying, mostly because I didn't know what was wrong. I know, you don't feel good at all, but you don't know what. And as Richmond used to say, no, the beast has a name.
Yeah.
Dodgy gallbladder, which is gone.
When did you have that done?
What?
When did you have your surgery?
Wednesday.
Oh my.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, it went very fast. But of course, I thought it was slow. Like it took forever. But we got her done, and it did try my faith. I will have to say that. Yeah, huh, Cynthia?
Yes, yes.
Tries my faith, but we came through okay. And my nurse has been wonderful. I have to say that. Nurse Fuzzy
I
was-
bet.
Thank you. Thank you for being here.
Oh, we'll offer joy from all of us, Sue, for you and for your healing and for your coming through this.
I'd like to light a candle this morning. She's kind of my foster daughter, and her partner both tested positive for COVID, and neither of them are in great health. And I've been trying to get in touch with them, and I haven't been successful for about a week. So I don't know whether they're in the hospital or where they are, but Wendy and Edna could sure use some love and light today, I'm sure. Thanks.
This is Jane. I want to light a candle for my mother, who was diagnosed with COVID last week. She's in Westbury. The first phone call seemed pretty dire, and by the next day she was doing much better. She seems to be doing okay. She's 95 years old, and as Emily said, she has a very hardy constitution. A candle of thanks for all the staff at Westbury, and I can't imagine.
What is her name, Jane?
Joan Brodigam.
No, thank you.
This is Barb. I had a mammogram this week after a year after my operation for cancer, and they found nothing. So that was good news.
Yay.
I was pretty amazed how difficult it was for me to go. You know, I hadn't been in the system for a long time, and it was kind of strange, but good news anyway.
Wonderful.
You want to say something?
I don't.
I do.
Okay, say it.
Oh, this is Rich. I'd like to light a candle of thanks. Our granddaughter lives outside of Philadelphia, senior in high school, was exposed to the virus through some friends, but she tested negative. So we're very thankful for that.
This is Cynthia, just for Melissa's purpose, since she can't see. I'd like to just express my gratitude and joy at the human spirit that specifically have been checking in on me and encouraging me and thinking about me, and I them as well. It's really tests our faith and our ability to release control. You know, every time I get worried, I worry about every cough, every sniffle, every symptom. And it's just another lesson that, you know, that's not helpful, and to really sink into my heart and be grateful for the life that I have and that others share with me. And I also feel a great deal of gratitude to those who are risking their lives to help take care of us, the medical people and the delivery people that bring me food from Aldi's. I thank them when they come in, and I don't think they're always treated that well. So if I can, I'd just like to thank them for doing what they do. And of course, to my church community and all of you, I know you're there, and I know we're all struggling in very private ways as well as public ways. So thank you.
I have a question about Shana Morrison's brother. Does anybody know how he's doing at this point?
Shana Morrison's brother.
I guess I can answer a little bit. He's home, and I think he's still on a liquid diet, but he is at home and doing well, and has a lot of strength and resolve to get better.
Thank you all for sharing. So if we could hold in our hearts all of the individuals, named and unnamed, that we've talked about this morning, and all of the joys and sorrows that are just a bit too dear to your heart to speak out loud. And we'll light one more virtual candle for those joys and sorrows today.
So some of the things that we're going to try this morning will take us to some meditative experiences. And we're not only going to offer gratitude, but extend that out beyond ourselves. So we thought we'd just start with a little background. That research shows gratitude is strongly and consistently associated with a greater sense of happiness and well-being. Science tells us that counting our blessings increases our optimism, relieves depression, improves our immune function, and lowers our blood pressure. It also strengthens our relationships with those around us. Gratitude meditation is simply the practice of reflecting on the things in our lives we're grateful for, experiencing that feeling of appreciation for a loving family member or friend, a beautiful sunny day, or the pleasure of a good cup of coffee. It can be for things large and small, tangible and intangible, perhaps a successful recovery from an injury or illness, or a tough life lesson you have weathered, where you came out the other side stronger and more confident. It's easy to get caught up in current events and the negativity of the news cycle, but in fact, those things often have little to do with who we are and how we experience the world on a day-to-day basis. A grateful meditation is not about becoming desensitized to suffering or to social injustice. Rather, it's a way of bringing us back to a place of personal reflection. So we're going to try a couple gratitude meditations together. So you have one in front of you now on the screen, and we'll ask you to mute your microphones, please, and allow yourselves then to read this meditation aloud. And after that, we'll just have 2 minutes of silence to sort of settle into the thoughts that come up when you have read this meditation. And then we'll move on to a group sharing. With gratitude, I remember the people, animals, plants, creatures of the sky and sea, air and water, fire and earth, all whose joyful exertion blesses my life every day. With gratitude, I remember the care and labor of 1,000 generations of elders and ancestors who came before me. I offer my gratitude for the safety and well-being I have been given. I offer my gratitude for the blessing of this earth I have been given. I offer my gratitude for the measure of health I have been given. I offer my gratitude for the family and friends I have been given. I offer my gratitude for the community I have been given. I offer my gratitude for the teachings and lessons I have been given, and I offer my gratitude for the life I have been given. So we'll continue now with a group sharing. And we're going to put ourselves, or Kirsten is going to put us when we finish, into gallery view, and then it's just like what we've done with Joys and Sorrows, only we'll be able to see each other as is in the breakout rooms. And we've kind of already been doing this morning, so we'll continue. And I'd just like to leave us with these thoughts from a poem from Joy Harjo, the current poet laureate. The door to the mind only opens from the heart. Listen to your heart. So share with us, what are you grateful for?
I'll share that I'm very grateful that our son David has joined us for a month or so. Made us and has safe travels from Seattle. He had a long drive, so I'm thankful for that, and that we'll be able to see both David and Ellie at the holidays this year, God willing, of course. But yeah.
Wow, great.
I've been really grateful for all the hiking trails we have in our area and all the wonderful woodsy paths to go and kind of get fresh air and yet be able to social distance and be alone. I know, in cities, it's more like a garden or a park, but we have a lot of woodsy trails here and I'm just really grateful for them.
I would echo that. This county is just a jewel. There's so many beautiful places where you can go and walk and be outdoors and in the woods and in fields and by water.
Yeah.
Lakes and streams. We're very fortunate.
I guess I'd say I'm grateful for the company from my mother in the theme of today's service. My entire life, my mother has always advocated for counting your blessings. I will admit that when I was much younger, I didn't understand that when I would be frustrated about something or felt that I had been done some wrong or something didn't come out the way that I thought that I wanted it to. But fortunately, as I got older, my brother-in-law once said when he was at one point, you become dumb as a stump with your kids, but when they get older, you get smarter again. But fortunately, I got to see my mother again, and I appreciate this counting your blessings and being grateful for the things you have and not focusing on perceived things that you don't have. So.
Yeah.
I'm grateful because I am just such a lucky person. I've got such excellent health for my age. I rarely even think about it. I have this wonderful, sweet man who's sitting next to me, who's turned out to be the best thing in my whole life. And I know in some small measure, my choices have helped me be that lucky person. But I also know that some of it has nothing to do with what I did. And so I'm just feeling very grateful.
And I'll echo that because I've made some good choices and I've made some bad choices in my life, but I think what I have been given is a lot more. And I'm grateful for all of that.
I'm eternally grateful for the sunshine. Every time it sunshines in Pennsylvania, I celebrate. Always grateful for that, among many, many other things. But for some reason, when the sun comes out, it just lifts you up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Had a wonderful November comparatively. You know, those gray, cold, wet days have been minimal. So today's a sunny day. Get out and enjoy.
That was exactly my thought. The sun is hard to not notice right now if you're looking out a window.
Yeah.
You got to be grateful in some way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also grateful for food, the good food that we're able to eat when so many people are limited to what they can do. I'm always grateful and try and be more and more grateful as the time goes on of appreciating good food that we have.
I'm grateful for music. I really appreciate our technology and our ability to capture and store people who are gifted musicians and who have a lot to say. They're not just repeating, somebody else's ideas, but they infuse their own essence into the sounds. And it's quite a miracle that our human species can do that. But I also am grateful for the music that's in all of us, and especially appreciate it when I see little children who haven't learned to be critical and silent, when they just get up and move or sing their toneless songs, their long sagas of dramas. And I'm hoping that, in the privacy of their homes, people will start to try it out again and remember the communal and the soul benefits of singing. It's quite magic.
I remember Clary saying, singing opens your soul.
Mm-hmm. Yes. We're meant to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone else?
Yeah, I'll go. I don't speak, so this will be an interesting time. But over the past year, I'm grateful for all of the events and things that have happened that have led me to meet some wonderful new people and all of the experiences that I've gotten from doing that.
I'll go. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I can see you even.
Good. I'm grateful for how a year that seemed to get more and more difficult at the beginning for me personally things have just completely opened up, turned around, and I couldn't even have imagined how a number of things have worked out.
Would you like to be more specific if you could?
I'm engaged.
Oh,
congratulations.
To Jim Hoople, we're going to get married in October. Hopefully by then everyone can travel. And some other things have been resolved as far as an ongoing situation with my property. It ended up being a win-win for everybody. Win-win-win-win. And the sunshine today, which is on me. That's what all that is.
This is Rich. After listening to Corinne's beautiful words, anything I have to offer, I guess, verbally sounds pretty mundane, but I am thankful for, especially for Corinne. She really changed my life, and I'm so thankful, really, every day, and for my children and grandchildren and friends like you. David, when you were commenting just a while ago, pardon?
David?
Dave.
Oh,
Yeah, Dave Anderson.
Oh.
I grew up in Pennsylvania Dutch country in Berks County, and the Pennsylvania Dutch have an expression, and it goes like this: we grow old too soon and too late smart.
Yeah.
Too late what? Too late.
Too soon old and too late smart. Isn't that how it goes?
Soon old and too late smart.
Only you have to say smart in Pennsylvania Dutch country.
Well, since I reached my octogenarian status, I'm aware that too, but I somehow I'm able to begin to loosen. I appreciate that, Amy, because I'm not quite so hard on myself anymore, and it feels wonderful to be grateful for what I have, but less judgmental. And yeah, I'm missing a lot. I've made bad stuff, decisions, and all, the whole 9 yards. What if? But I'm better able, I think, to handle it now for some reason. And it's a really nice place to be, and I'm very grateful.
Good.
I'm so grateful for the sea of change that is upon us politically. I feel immense relief and gratitude that the American people have spoken. Not 70 million of them, but the majority.
Lori, did you want to offer something?
Yeah, I wanted to express a gratitude for books, sort of following up on Cynthia's gratitude for musicians, and another form of artistry is beautiful writing. And this weekend I've had some time to myself, and so picking up some good books that have really spoken to me has been quite a joy, and I'm really grateful for that as a pleasureful way to spend some time. So gratitude for books and authors and fine writing.
When we talk about books and music and all the kinds of things that human beings do, it makes me think we're just kind of a marvel of biology to be able to do those kinds of things.
Absolutely.
I used to feel in my silly youth how little time I had and how I'd never learn all the things I should learn, like I should know everything, right? And later on, through a spiritual practice, I really had the embodied experience of being connected to everyone. And it really made me understand that, that Yo-Yo Ma playing so beautifully on the cello was also me. And all of the people speaking and expressing themselves in hundreds and hundreds of languages that I would never know, with their unique nuances and their poetry and their sound, I'm still connected to them by being human. And for some, that was a great comfort that I could, select and enjoy what I was capable of, and the rest of it was still there, connected to me without any effort required on my part. So I really do think that all of these ancients and contemporaries are helping to sustain us through our journeys. And listening to the barking, I unfortunately no longer have Bella. She's been gone for several years, but I think our animal companions are absolutely the highest blessing possible, to be with us and share the journey and encourage us and make us laugh.
We have a little placky kind of thing at home that follows with what Cynthia said. It says, be the person your dog thinks you are.
Yeah.
Seems like a great place for us to end this section of our service. So thank you for sharing. There's more to come. So we're going to move into another little meditation, another little gratitude meditation, and also what's considered a meta meditation, which is a way to meditate to really cultivate compassion, not only for yourself and also for others. So we start with ourselves and then we extend out, if you notice in the second section, to you. And so you can kind of fill that in your mind and your heart with anyone you know or love or care about. So I'll read it. You can read along quietly with yourselves. We'll then have 2 minutes of silence again to just let you sort of steep in what you've done and what you've thought and felt. Then we'll sing the song, Love Will Guide Us. And we don't need to worry about doing anything. Kirsten will guide us. So, may I be joyful. May my happiness increase. May I not be separated from great happiness. May my good fortune and the causes for my joy and happiness increase. May you be joyful. May your happiness increase. May you not be separated from great happiness. May your good fortune and the causes for your joy and happiness increase. So finally, we're going to, on this journey of gratitude and connection that we have made today, we're going to step into trying to find gratitude and wishes for well-being for someone who may be difficult for us. The invitation is to go deeper, guided by love. We've just heard the psalm, and if we can take in these things of loosening and being guided by love and opening our hearts, maybe that will help us to do this with support in a deeper way. So this could be someone, anyone who we find difficult. Could be a family member, it could be a coworker, it could be people we meet if we're out anywhere daily. It could be a public figure. So I'm not going to read this meditation. I'm just going to leave it as it is because it's your opportunity to silently fill in the blanks with the names of any person or persons which you wish, to take this opportunity to extend well-being and wishes for happiness and joy to those to whom you would not normally do that. And if you want to do it a couple times and put one name in once and then again another one, that's fine. So we'll just take about 3 minutes and do that, and then we'll have one final sharing this morning. So we're going to try another group sharing. We'll be back in gallery view, but this section will not be recorded. This is just for us here and now. If anyone would like to share who they offered this final meditation for, or what happened when it worked, what happened when it didn't work. And again, listen to your heart. Remember the power of naming.
And on this Gratitude Sunday, when we've all been very brave and very open and very true to ourselves and each other, I'd like to ask that we all read the words of the chalice extinguishing as our service comes to a close. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. I think the rest of it is. These we hold in our hearts until we meet again. Thank you so much.
And now is everyone's half an hour breakout rooms of coffee hour to speak and to go ahead and decompress and perhaps talk about things you maybe wanted to share but didn't get a chance to. So I will be sending you all off to those momentarily. Thank you for joining us here this morning.